2. We're live.
Hey, everybody. This is the Kicking the Peanut show. The Kicked Peanut, the peanut of kicking. It's me and everybody else. We talk about random stuff that we just find cool and fun, and we find interesting in life, don't we? I am the lovely who is Alice, and I am also accompanied by my lovely partners in crime.
I'm Xander.
I am the Rumbuser.
And
I'm Sohin.
the Sohan. Oh, are you sure you're not a Romulan, dude?
Yeah, here we go again.
Yes. Well, anyways, welcome to the Kicking the Peanut. We just shoot the shit and chew the fat. Just talk about anything and everything, but we always like to start off our show with how our week is going, and we're going to start off with Xander. How has your week been, my friend?
It actually has been an interesting 2 weeks because we didn't do a show last week.
Yes.
So, been getting a lot of stuff done in the background. Like I had to get some new tires for my car, and then I put more oil in it because there was a little, like, not a lot of oil, and then my battery died.
Oh, Jesus!
And then we tried to like later on, Dad and I tried to use jumper cables to jumpstart the battery, but his battery in his car, like, half of it is underneath the, like, before the windshield section, like. Like you pop the hood.
Oh,
and there's
to like the impossible area?
Yeah. I think, like, you have to, like, winch it down from under the car to lower it, and then you can, like, have enough room to finagle it out of it. But if his battery dies on the road, he's just, dead in the water. There's no way you can jump it. You got to take it somewhere. So.
What kind of car is this?
It is a Lincoln something SUV.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, they can be
It's a
finicky
Lincoln
with
Town
their
Car?
locations.
But yeah.
No, it's an SUV.
Yeah, it's an SUV.
The Navigator.
But yeah, like, what else has happened? Also, on the way to work the other day, remember a long time ago, I had to go rescue him after he ran over something and his tire blew out.
Yeah.
And around that same area, like, from the 91 to the 5. Like he's making, he's now, like, eagle-eyed, like, making sure there's nothing on the road, and then literally right as he relaxes, when he passes that area, he hit an entire tire, like a whole wheel, like not just a tire but a whole wheel.
Oh, no.
And like it sent him flying a little bit. Apparently, I wasn't there. He told me it woke him up. And apparently, like, the little plastic thing under the car to protect all the guts. Whatever it is, the tire and whatever he ran over, like, it broke that, so he had to get that repaired.
It's called like a guard plate, I believe. Or
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah. So he's had an exciting week. I've had a very productive and busy week in the background, and all that stuff. There's a lot more I'm trying to remember, but let's move on up to the next guy, Mr. Rhombus. Right? How was your week?
It's been pretty good. Work's been going well. It was a pretty smooth week, all things considered.
Nice.
It was very smooth. Yeah.
So, like, all around, like, anything fun during your smooth week, even though it's, like, nice and relaxing? Anything cool happen during the week? You see anything cool?
I walked outside last night, saw the stars where the planets were lining up.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. Is there another alignment going on again, or no?
Yeah, there was one that happened, I believe it was last night. I don't know if they're doing it. I don't know if it's going to happen again or not, but
Well,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, because we do have alignments. I heard there was one a few months ago of some sort. I think it was, no, that was maybe a couple of years ago.
Let's see, because I could see, when I looked out, I could only see Venus and Mars. I have a photo on my phone somewhere, but you can only see Venus because Mars was, like, really, really dim. So it's like a really dark red.
Well, speaking of that, like, there's rumors that Betelgeuse, part of Orion's belt, might supernova, and if it does supernova, like, it'll be the third brightest entity in our sky.
The third most luminous object in the sky. Yes,
Yeah.
I saw a video about that earlier, actually, and it might be happening sooner. and it might be so bright we could probably even see it during daytime. So
Yeah, they said that you would be able to see it during the daytime too.
yeah, that's
So
gonna be,
like even like I just hope it happens during winter because that's when Orion's belt like really is like around for us because Orion right now is now closer to the equator in for the northern hemisphere than it is the northern hemisphere.
you said Orion's
Because
belt.
it's
The first thing that
well,
entered my mind was Conor McGregor. Give me your belt.
Oh my!
Oh my lord!
Give me your belt. Give me your
Anything
belt.
other than that, like the stargazing, anything other than that cool happen for you, Ron?
How's
Not really.
How's the pardon me? How's the air with the smoke? While I'm choking on mine.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
how is
we had that. Yeah, we did have that. We had that that cesspool of smoke from Canada.
Oh, Canada, thank you. Oh yeah, from Quebec, right?
Darn you, Loki!
Yeah, we're blaming Loki on this.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
know he had
Okay,
nothing
thanks,
to do with
Loki.
it, but we're blaming him anyway.
I actually haven't talked to Loki in a long time. I hope he's doing good.
Yeah, he is. He's been MIA. I was actually thinking about sending him a DM, be like, "Yo, come back."
Yo, hey,
He responded to something I pinged him on.
Yeah, he's been lurking kind of in the chat a little bit.
He's doing
Yeah, I
Loki
haven't-
things.
Yeah, I miss Loki.
Apparently, he had like this massive headache.
Hey,
Yeah.
Rob, I forgot again. Like, what area? Yeah, if I remember says correctly, you're by my neck of the woods, right?
Yes.
I think you guys
Yeah,
live in the same state.
Yeah, I
Yes,
know. I'm
that we
just
do.
making sure.
And
I'm
actually,
just
your
double
state.
checking
yeah,
my Rami wrong.
I learned today in the history show earlier that today's Pennsylvania's birthday.
Indeed, it is.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh,
And
it's
it's
also
also-
Father's Day.
Oh, it's also a certain movie franchise's birthday that I can't not talk about because it's
Oh.
because
Oh, you mean
Because-
Family Volume 1?
yes, Family Volume 1.
What?
Yeah, Fast and Furious.
That's what
Oh.
You were
call it.
in the
I call
show when we did that.
Oh yes. Okay, that's right. Yeah, that's also the birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I call
I am
it
going to
the,
argue that James Bond's better.
Let's not get into that again.
No,
Yeah.
hey, no, it's the kick of the peanut. We can talk about whatever we want, but we do have some dockets to talk about here.
Yeah.
But
Well, let's get to Sohan.
yeah, Rob,
Ooh.
you have anything else to say, or otherwise we're going to move to Sohan?
Oh, but yeah, no, the fact that it premieres, that also marks the 22nd anniversary of Jesse's death in that movie.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
he gets gunned down in that movie.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Still
Because,
think Tokyo Drift's one of the worst of them all.
All right.
Tokyo Drift was okay. It was
pretty bad.
very mediocre.
It was very bad. Okay,
There wasn't
admit
enough
it.
Vin Diesel.
There was no Vin Diesel at all, really.
He only shows up for like 10 seconds, and it's just like, really?
Yeah, but Vin Diesel's not all of the Enzo. The only thing he was good at was saying game 3.
I just imagined like his 10 seconds of screen time. He just like pops
What
through
about
a
Triple
wall like
X?
the Kool-Aid Man, like I'm Vin Diesel, and like walks away, and that's it.
Dude, anyways. Go ahead, how's your week been?
My week's been good.
Good? As in how?
Well, I'm on the verge of moving. I just gotta get my stuff now.
Good. You've been talking about that for
Nice.
what, a year now?
Yeah.
Yeah, been a while.
Yeah.
But hey, like who am I to talk? I've been trying to move out for like 10 years. So,
Yeah. Watch, it's a problem with living in PA. I mean,
Also, during this weekend, I also been watched the Transformers movie,
which one?
What, there's a new Transformer movie?
Rise of the Beast.
Ah,
Oh, no.
I heard it was-
It's good.
I hear,
speaking of
yeah, someone
movies-
said it's good.
Speaking of
Some
movie
people
series
say
that
it's-
needs to die. Sorry, what were you saying?
And watching Optimus Prime go beast mode on Scourge was great.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't know they did an Optimus, it was like an Origins movie or something.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't even know about it. 'Cause I know they
Supposedly a
did Origins
reboot.
on Bumblebee.
Unicron's on his way.
Yeah, it's a quote unquote reboot.
hmm.
You know what
Only
they should
because
do?
Michael Bay stepped away from the project.
Well, about damn time. Michael Bay explosions. That's all he does is special effects. He has no
That's why we
flaw.
like him, because he does explosions, lots of explosions.
I love that video.
that's all he does. We look at Armageddon for God's sake.
I love that video that Ryan Reynolds does where he's just like, oh, working with Michael Bay is just very calming, and all of a sudden this like car accident, like a car's flying through the air behind him, like catastrophe explosions. It's just like, how is that calming?
It's very low key. Trust me, he's not doing pyrotechnics.
Hey, fun fact: he wasn't even supposed to be there. He was doing his own thing.
Yeah, that's
While they were
right.
shooting it.
Well, Wells was just walking out of a bagel shop, and all of a sudden, he just so happened to be walking out of a bagel shop next to a special effect from Michael Bay. He's like, fuck it, we gotta put him in the movie.
Huh. Well, what about
He's
you,
just
Alice? How was your past couple of
walking out with
weeks?
his bag of bagels.
I love the way he casts. It's so goofy. He doesn't even do like a tryout or anything. He just sees someone and he's just like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna put you on the. You're gonna be on this movie now. You don't get a choice."
Michael Bay, right?
Yeah, that's like the most
Yeah.
Michael Bay thing he can do. Besides,
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you got no talent. We're gonna put you in.
watch. He's gonna like tap a hot dog stand with the wheel of a bike, and it's just gonna explode.
Tap it,
You know
tap
what's
it.
funny is I used to work at a hot dog stand, and like, it probably could be cast perfectly for it. Like, you want a coney dog, Chicago dog, what? Damn, they took my hot dog stand away. Come on.
That reminds me of Little Tortilla Boy. They won my tortillas.
Somebody call 911.
But,
You know, 'cause you remember like the one like shop stand that was in Armageddon with the guy with his dog, the homeless guy. Was that Eddie something? He was a stand-up comedian. He's like, somebody call 911.
well, yo, so, and do you have, like, is there anything else that interesting happened to you? Anything, like,
Yeah.
you know, in the news? Anything local?
Not
Like,
really.
oh.
You know, I stay clear away from the news.
Yeah.
Well, how's the weather been? You guys have been having some pretty crazy weather lately. I know you're not in
Been hot.
Texas, but Texas got slammed, and parts of Arkansas, Louisiana got slammed with some
It's
pretty
been
hardcore
hot.
weather.
Have you been banned from any more Discord servers again?
No.
Yeah, have you
No.
No?
Wow.
you've been on your P's and Q's?
Surprising.
Since I've been participating in their shit.
Well, anyway, Alice, like, what about you? How's your life been the past couple of weeks?
Oh, well, aside from, Romulan over here. Yeah, I know that's not his name. But, like, I just can't help but not say it. Anyways, like, yeah, we did have a few days of just crazy, like, smoky weather from, like, the Canadian Chippewas. All of a sudden, like, they got a forest fire. Have you looked at the satellite feed when those fires start up?
Yeah, they all
Because the
start up at the
fire-
same time. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm thinking maybe part of like my with like running with how my week is, we dabble a little quickly, briefly into that and show it. But that was interesting. My mom, because of the fires going on in British Columbia, part of Canada, geez, Justin Trudeau is so worried about climate change. He's not even putting these fires out. He's just letting them go and making more prices. Oh, it's the one time where they say wear a mask where it might be proper, but like actually today I noticed it's a little more smokier out than the last few days, so air quality has gotten a little crappier today. My mom went to the hospital out in Minnesota because of respiratory issues. That sucked. She gave me a new. She texted everybody in a group chat today saying that motorcyclist just drove by, saying she's going to be released tomorrow from the hospital, so she's doing better.
that's good.
So,
And you said that she's responsive now, and like she woke up and
yeah,
yeah, good.
everything like that. Yeah, so like she's doing better, and so I'm happy about that. Her echo came out good, and she had like an angiogram or something like that. Something that sounds like an angiogram.
Wow.
And but yeah, she's doing good. I got cellulitis like as an after infection from my burns, like down by my leg.
Well, I thought that was
Like-
from your third nipple, like the bite.
Yeah, it looked like a third nipple, but yeah, I ended up getting a little bit of cellulitis underneath my calf, and That has been actually healing up very well. Like it just looks like I got burned like right there on my calf now on the inside of it.
Yikes.
I can finally now officially shave my legs after 2.5 months after my burns have healed up, so I'm happy about that. I know that's a girl thing,
Yeah.
but like it's been really annoying. Like as a girl, like I don't like sporting this hairiness, but
Yeah.
I had to. I know, ew. Indeed.
Yeti!
But it was only my legs that I was sporting it. But you know, I had to let.
Oh my
I had
god,
to
bro
let the-
really just said Yeti.
I had to let the wounds heal, and I didn't want to like
Oh,
shave and
boy,
all of a
man.
sudden pop a scab or something. You know, that had just been horrible. But yeah, other than that, you know, I'm healing up from that. I'm done with my antibiotics. I'm going to be having more of my hours back here soon at work, so that's good. So I won't have like painful looking paychecks right now.
Rhombus, sir, do you see my camera?
Yeti.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeti.
And this is our new theme. If anyone's watching right now, Xander's put up. This is our thumbnail for our show. I can't agree with any more. He said he did exactly what I told him to do.
Oh, well,
you know.
I didn't know. Like this is Cyrus's work.
Cyrus did this?
Yeah, no, I didn't do this. No, Cyrus
did
did this. Like if you look at
Oh,
the
that is awesome!
yeah, no,
I
she's,
didn't know that.
if you look
I'm
in,
gonna say thank you to her.
yeah, if you look in the logo contest, she's made a couple submissions actually.
Nice, and I haven't actually even like I haven't had my sketchbook. I have it at work. So, but I'll be back at work tomorrow. So I actually have. I'm going to drop something. I did send my picture. I did finally find the goat, the goat with the horns wearing the gas mask. So,
Anyway, let's get into our
I didn't-
topics of discussion. We're almost 20 minutes in. We're still
Yeah, we
jabbing.
are. Anyways, but
So-
yeah, that's been basically my week and stuff. So like things are looking on the up and up right now.
Now
Been a
I
little
just
stressful the last couple weeks, but yes.
I just have this up here real quick. I don't want us to watch it, but this is basically RFK Jr., like Robert Kennedy's son, does not believe Sirhan killed his dad. He believes it's at the time a active what's the word, Secret Service or
It was
FBI agent or something that killed
No,
him.
he believed it was the CIA
Right here,
plant and the Secret Service.
Yeah.
Oh
Because when
shit,
you're running for
they did.
president or anything like that, that you get assigned Secret
Sirhan
Service.
was the scapegoat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, actually, like, if you watch this is actually kind of a compelling thing, but like, he actually finally read the autopsy report, and it just doesn't add up. Just kind of like his uncle's death didn't add up either.
Yeah.
So
So I'm gonna have
it's
the link
definitely
to
a video
this.
worth watching.
I'm gonna have
it's
the link to
from
this
Benny
video in the
Johnson,
underbar
so-
of the description. So,
Yeah, this is Benny Johnson. I actually like his work and stuff, so like, let's give a shout out to Benny.
Now
So-
here's something I've been wanting to chat with you for quite some time.
Yeah,
So
and I never got to hear back from. I did try to message my friend and see if she had heard about it, because I told you she lives out in Mexico City. I never heard back from her, so I never got to hear what she said about it. So
Yeah.
she might still message me. So,
it
but
says,
anyways, go on with
it
this.
says right here in the actual article itself, over a couple of months, hundreds of students at 6 different middle schools in 4 Mexican states, hundreds of miles apart, experienced fainting, unexplained dizziness, headaches, and vomiting, and several of them needed several days, even weeks, to recover. In total, 227 children, mostly girls, were affected across the entire country, and authorities still don't have a proper explanation for what happened. What the hell is going on? Like, that is
Almost
wild.
all young girls.
Would this be like that Havana effect? Remember the people at the embassies that were in like Cuba?
Yeah, that's the
in
first thing I
Havana?
thought of too, was Havana syndrome, kind of, sort of, like, but targeted
Yeah.
specifically at children, and female children are more susceptible or something. Like,
Oh,
I'm
there's
thinking
res-
someone poisoning them.
well, like right here, like on one day, September 23rd last year, 12 students, 11 girls and 1 boy, spontaneously collapsed in their classrooms, in the bathrooms, and in the school courtyard. They just like dropped, like, you know, kind of like out of a scene from, like, if you remember the opening to The Core, all the people with pacemakers, they just died. It kind of looked like that.
Like, did they all just drop at the same time or over an interval?
Well, on one day, like,
Just during the course of one day?
Yeah, over the course of one day,
Okay.
12 students, 11 girls and one boy at one school. One school. One day. 12
Okay.
kids just dropped. Like, that's weird. Like, I wonder if this has anything to do with the Fauci ouchie.
Maybe it's an algorithm, like with, well, not algorithm, I'm sorry, wrong word. The megahertz, like that, like.
Oh, the frequencies.
Yeah, it may just be certain frequencies that they're like going on, and they're doing some type of test and didn't realize. So, I mean.
Or maybe they're flat out poisoning them.
Oh yeah, that too. They could be poisoning them. Yeah, this is an interesting one. When I messaged my friend, I'm not gonna say her name, but I've known her since I was a little girl. She was one of my next door neighbors when I was growing up. Really cool chick. She lives out in Mexico, so I'm gonna ask her if she has heard about this, and like I already have, but like I'm gonna hope that she responds. She responds every once in a while. She doesn't use the social media that I reached out to her on. Like I don't really use it, but
I DM'd you the link, so you can just send that to her.
yeah, I will definitely do that. Or actually, you could just text it to my phone, and I might be able to get her actual phone number, and then actually just directly text her if I can get a hold of her little sister, or whatever little sisters, because I still keep in contact with them a little bit. So like, she hasn't been on the Facey bookies lately, so. But yeah, I don't know. I will do that, and then maybe we'll be dabble into that once I hear from her if she's heard about it and what she has to say and what they've come up with. Oh gosh. Oh yes, we're going to be talking about this one. Why is there pictures of these guys of massive ocean discovered on Earth's crust? Why do I keep seeing Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell? That was weird. Anyways, so our next topic is about we're going to move on to the discovery of like a little more discovery about the ocean that's not really like an open ocean underneath the Earth's crust that actually contains more water than actually what we contain on our surface of the Earth. But it's like throughout rocks, I believe, right?
It's in porous rocks. Yes, it's like
it's like a sponge,
rock, but like less squishy. Like
it's kind of like coral in a way that can hold it in the pores and stuff, but also absorbs and holds it regardless.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I don't think I have. I think it's packed away. But like, I used to have something called hookah rocks. Actually, let me see if I can find a picture of it for you. Hookah rocks.
Well, also, like, what was the stuff in the article that I shared? Let me see here. Do I still have it up on my phone? I can grab it.
While you're doing that, let me show you something. So this is essentially like the predecessor to vape. These are small porous rocks. You soak them in the juice that you normally would put the tobacco in, for hookah. And they soak up the juice, and then you cover it in foil, poke holes, coals, as you do. And it heats up the rocks, and it vaporizes it, and then you vape that through the hookah. Like, tobacco-less, just pure flavored juice. And they're little tiny rocks, and they soak up the juice. They're porous.
Well, okay, see, because I'm used to doing, like, shisha for, like, a hookah, the moist, wet tobacco that's all oily and stuff.
Yeah, well,
and then I would use a coconut husk to burn on top of it instead of a charcoal dust.
The coconut, the cubes. I love those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But holy crap! I never even knew you could do that with the rocks. I'm just gonna go the original way that I know.
Well, yeah. Well, I tried these out. They're not as good, and they don't last as long, because like most of the mass is in the rock. But still, like, if you were like looking for like a tobacco-less smoke, this was really like all they had. This was literally before e-cigarettes, like.
Well, I believe it was called like Woodrolite or something like that. Let me look at the website here.
But essentially, this is what like I'm talking about porous rocks. It's whatever, like probably not these exact types of rocks themselves, but it's an entire like in the crust. There's all these porous rocks, and there's massive amounts of water in that.
Yeah,
So
I believe it was called the Woodrowite on the article that I was looking at.
Hmm.
My phone will actually let me look at the article. Come on. Stop thinking and learn. Hang on, what was it called?
it says
So,
here
first, yeah.
there's a huge
Hang
supply of water 400 miles underground stored in rock known as ringwoodite. So what is ringwoodite?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Ringwoodite.
Ringwoodite. I'm sorry, yeah.
It is a high pressure phase of whatever that is, formed at high temperatures and pressures of the Earth's mantle between 525 and 660 kilometers depth. It may also contain iron and hydrogen. It is polymorphous with the olivine phase forsterite. I don't know what that is. But essentially it's kind of like a liquid rock. So like it's not a solid rock. It's like kind of like, because down there the temperatures, the pressures are so high that it's like it's not really a liquid, it's not really a solid, like it's kind of in between.
It's not a gas either.
Well, definitely not. So
Well, no, it says it like in the beginning of the article, yeah, because I thought that was a very interesting like article,
yeah,
but not as interesting. Like at first, when I first heard got this next article, so hey, what do you think about this whole water thing and ROM?
I like it. For some weird ass reason, it's given the hollow Earth theory. Though. Oh, am I muted?
no,
You're
hear
just cutting out for a second.
No, like, I
Okay.
hear the hollow earth here. I'm still a subscriber to that. I don't think it's hollow, but I think there's cavernous areas that we don't know about.
Yeah, it's starting to bring that out into more light.
Well, this isn't like a free-flowing ocean like, the Atlantic or the Pacific or anything like that. It's, as we said, like, it's water in rocks. So it's, it's not like, just 100 feet down, there's just like, a bottle of water down there. It's in the rocks. Like, it's part of.
Inside it and everywhere. But, it also brings me to the idea, the kind of, also... there was a point where there were, at a time, that they once said that the Earth was actually didn't have much water on it, and eventually, there were geysers of water that, shoot it upward. It's the area of, Noah's Ark and everything, the Great Flooding, which has been proven that there was a Great Flood.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't so much a storm that was coming down, but the breaking in surface, the break of the ground and crust for us to, coming apart in the water coming from underneath. And, that's what brought us our oceans, that's the whole Pangea thing, tectonic plate moving and, so just a little bit of the water that's already in our Earth got, broken out, but apparently there's way more underneath underneath the crust still. And if it breaks open more, there'll be another biblical flood.
Yeah.
Trust me.
While you were talking, I was watching Sohan futz with his dreads, and for a second
I was watching it too.
For a second there, he had a dreadlock mohawk, and one of the most badass things I've ever seen. A dreadhawk, dude. I love that.
Oh yeah, dreadhawks.
Yeah, a dread mohawk. Dreadlock mohawk.
Oh yeah, no, I know what those are. Oh, I know.
Yeah. Now here's something that I've been waiting patiently to talk about. This is interesting.
Yes, this one actually, when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, this is really cool article." But then when I started reading more into it, it became a terrifying article. And this is where, hey, can I get the drum roll, please?
Oh,
Conspiracy theory.
Where is it? There we go.
Yes,
All right,
conspiracy theory.
So it talks about the first. This is going to be the first space factory that's been successfully deployed. But what they want to do on it is make pharmaceuticals.
Yeah,
now,
pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals.
Oh my god.
Pharmaceuticals.
All right. It says here a California-based startup co-founded by a SpaceX veteran Varda Space Industries announced it has successfully deployed its first satellite, a W Series 1, in orbit. The company aims to kickstart the massive production of materials in space that either can't be produced on Earth or are developed faster and with higher quality in microgravity situations or conditions. So they're essentially, it goes on to say that they're wanting to develop pharmaceuticals in space, specifically involving ones with crystalline structures that would develop better in zero gravity, environments.
So, this man's names happen to be either Gus, Walter, Essie.
It wouldn't be Gus, but Walter, Jesse, Eladio, what's that? Lalo, and the other guys, the Chicken Man, whatever his name was, like
Gus.
That was Gus. Oh, that was Gus.
Yeah.
Then who was the cop?
Mike.
Michael. That's right. Mike Emmentrout. Okay, I keep getting those confused. Okay, you're right, Gus. So, by the way, I want to say, Home Oriental, welcome, and MTM, welcome to the show.
Well, boys.
Yeah. We're talking about.
I find this alarming. I find this insanely alarming because, I think, maritime laws, when you're in international waters, certain rules and conduct do not apply technically in certain things.
Yeah.
So,
Ain't got no laws at
up
the
in
moment.
space, what kind of regulation? If you're gonna build something up there, not to mention, there should be some high, there should be public figure people there that are not elected. They go out there and supervise what they're doing, and hopefully do diligently make sure they're not building stuff up there. Not to mention you're in below solar, radiation on those space shuttles, and with zero gravity, things do change your body molecularly. That's why they consider it somewhat dangerous for us to go 6 months to Mars.
Oh yeah, I remember that there's an article in the history show we did a long time ago where there's these two twins, and they're both astronauts, but one of them spent 100 days in space, and the gradual radiation changed his DNA enough to no longer be effectively a twin. They're biologically twins. They had the same DNA, but not anymore.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because of also while you're building pharmaceuticals up in a fucking factory like that up in space, with that radiation coming in, you're introducing more radiation to people who aren't used to that. People, space is a dangerous thing. I don't understand how we actually, I believe maybe we did go to the moon, but maybe we fucking didn't, because, there's that, the Van Allender's belt or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That huge super radioactive belt between us and the moon.
I have a
That
very
would just kill
interesting
you, and we
twist
use
on the
paper
whole-
thin walls, and we magically made it there.
I have a very interesting twist on the whole theory, because I believe we did land there, but not before 1960 or not before 1970. However, there is another theory saying that we did go there, but all the radiation wiped the magnetic, VHS tapes and stuff, and they had to fake the landing again on Earth. But they actually did make it. So that's another theory.
Yeah, maybe.
So,
but did they all die of cancer too because of the amount of radiation they would have to go through?
well, they're in the craft and they have their suits. I'm no spacetician, so I don't know the exact semantics. But
I would hope that their paper said basically what they said is that the only thing between them was basically the thickness of a tin can.
Yeah.
And somehow they made it through a radiation belt with that. A tin can.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, literally David Bowie's floating in a tin can.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But essentially, we do the same thing with airplanes,
Yes, you are right about that.
So,
Yep, and they do work.
Yeah. So, but
They are treacherous machines, though. Much as I like flying, I'm terrified of them at the same time.
Now, let's get into the other topics you wanted to discuss here. Let's see here. Where's the kicked peanuts? There we go. First picture of lightning. You want to talk
the first
about
picture
that?
thing, we were talking about that today in the history show.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was just a
Macro
really
photo of
cool
lightning?
thing.
Yeah, the very first
Yeah,
photo of lightning.
It was like done on a. It was done on a like one of those like photographs, whatever or diagraph, whatever it's called. Remember they had like the cloth over their heads. They were in a storm trying to take pictures, and they actually, with an old school camera, took a picture of lightning. And I just thought that was really cool.
Yeah, a daguerreotype photograph.
Yeah,
Daguerreotype was the first publicly available photographic process. It was widely used during the 1840s and 50s. Daguerreotype also refers to an image created through this process. So, but yeah.
Where's Hitler?
What? Hitler?
I'm joking. It's
no, that's Edgar Allan Poe.
I'm joking.
I was thinking of him on one.
But yeah, this is the first photo of lightning that we know of. And like, here's a lightning. Like, that's really wild. And what year was that?
Yeah.
1847.
Yeah, 1847. I just think that was really cool. I just want to briefly talk about that one. Like, I was trying to find, like, for some reason on my phone, it won't let me go through this part of the page and scroll. So I was trying to find this other article that we're talking about that I wanted to do, but I wasn't able to write it down and put it in the peanut.
Are you talking about the sea scorpions?
Yeah, no, that wasn't in the history, but yeah, I do want to talk about sea scorpions. Yeah, it was in the history, but that's okay. But has anyone heard about sea scorpions?
Well, before we go on, like, what history were you talking about?
I can't remember. Just keep
Susan B. Anthony, Theodore Roosevelt, Amelia Earhart, the forming of the French Resistance.
Oh, this is a quad now.
My God, what the fuck is
A lot
this?
of stuff happened today.
No, actually, no. I know what I want to talk about just for funsies. There it was. It was the boxing thing with presidents who should become president. Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Remember how you
Theodore
said how
Roosevelt.
people instead of like if someone wants to challenge a sitting president, saying that you are incompetent, I challenge you to a duel. You should still be able to do it, but it should be in the terms of like old school boxing.
Yeah, well, like challenge you to a fight, not a duel. I think it was someone who told me that Theodore Roosevelt routinely held it. I think it was someone who told me that Theodore Roosevelt routinely held boxing matches in the White House.
Yeah.
Yes, he used to invite people to box.
Yeah,
this is what I want to talk about. Theodore Roosevelt, how much of a badass the guy was. He was a pioneer. He went and fucking traveled around. He fucking was like explorer, and then he fucking hosted boxing matches in the fucking White House.
Yo, Alice, can you chill with the F words, please?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
You said it like 7 times in 3 seconds.
And he also fought in the Spanish-American War.
Theodore Roosevelt is just that much of a badass. Like,
yeah, he is. He is.
Like, he brings out the cursing sailor in me.
Oh my God.
And he is the definition of a man.
Yeah, he is.
He's a man's man.
He's a man.
He gets shot, and then he still continues the speech.
Yeah, he got shot during a speech and kept going for what, an hour or 2 hours? And then he just
kept going, being shot. Like Theodore Roosevelt, like, he is a badass. He's a survivor. I mean, look at his face in that picture. He's like, don't screw with me. You know who would have done a really good job? Well, actually, he did.
Robin Williams.
But he actually did a real he actually did like a documentary, like movie of him, of Teddy. I bet you Robin Williams would have done a great job at it.
Oh, definitely. He played him great in Night at the Museum. But like, what was the saying? Like, I think Ted Roosevelt was like the Chuck Norris of his time, or I guess Chuck Norris is the Theodore Roosevelt of our time. Because like it was said that that death could only take Theodore Roosevelt when he's asleep or something. Like there's like a saying.
You know what?
One of his friends said death must have got him in his sleep because if he had been awake, he would have had a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
We should bring back Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yes, I love that show.
Where Teddy Roosevelt goes against Chuck Norris.
Oh my God, yes.
Chuck Norris versus Teddy.
That's gonna be an.
MTV still have the rights to it? Should I do it? I get the stop motion out. Get back in the studio, do it.
Dude, well, do you remember Celebrity Deathmatch, dude?
Oh yeah, big time.
Dude, I actually know how to do, I call it claymation, but people call it stop animation too. But I actually know how to do it a little bit. I just don't have a digital camera and a little set to do it. But like I can do it, but it's very time consuming. But it would totally be worth it.
Actually, I think I've been forgetting to add these.
But yeah,
things.
a Teddy Rose. But then probably somebody would like copyright me for it one day because like, oh, Celebrity Deathmatch already done this. But maybe we. I don't know. You could do a drunk history either of it because it never happened. But you know what? Or you can't do what was it? The ultimate like was it Warrior show? Where they would hit like the Yakuza versus like the Ming Dynasty or something like that. Or zombies
The
versus vampires.
Yakuza against the Mafia, and the Mafia won.
Dude, do you remember that one history show where they would ping like two unlikely adversaries against each other and how
Deadliest
they
Warrior.
Yeah, Deadliest
something
Warrior.
What was it again, Sohan?
Deadliest Warrior.
Deadliest Warrior. That's right. I remember that.
Also,
Like,
one of the episodes, he had Teddy Roosevelt against Lawrence of Arabia.
Oh yeah, dude. They also had what the CIA versus the KGB or something.
Yes.
the CA. The
Yeah,
California?
the CIA.
Oh, the CIA. Oh, okay. Thought you
Yeah,
were
the
talking-
CIA
also-
versus the KGB.
He
That
also
would be
had North
interesting.
Korean troops against Army Rangers. Also,
Huh.
Yeah, they had the I can't remember who they had the samurai against, but it was
Bacon.
like it wasn't King.
it was a Viking.
It was the Viking. You know,
Oh.
yeah, the samurai versus the Viking.
I remember
Oh,
that.
God.
And in the season finale, they did Samurai against Spartan.
Oh yeah, Spartans versus Samurai. I think
Oh.
actually, like they also did the fiction one of like what is it, zombies versus vampires, and
Yeah,
zombies I think won that one. I
Yeah.
think.
I remember
technically-
the
I think vampires won.
I remember
No,
the
because the vampires got infected by the
But-
zombie virus.
I remember
Yeah.
the Spartan versus Samurai one. I think the Spartan lost, right? Because
He won.
because
Extra watch his shield.
okay, that makes sense. But like,
You know what we should do? We should actually watch that show sometime.
we
If
should.
we can.
But yo, Alice, we were talking just before the show about a recently discovered sea scorpion, and you're wondering if sea
Yeah,
scorpions
the
were still
sea
around?
scorpion. It was saying it was extinct for like millions of years, but
Saw
I've
that
seen
picture.
pictures of it.
Hey, it's horrible. It's scary.
Dude, it looks like it literally looks like a lobster with a scorpion tail. It's kind of wicked. Like, I thought it looked interesting, but I saw it as an article and I forgot to send it to the thing. Extinct
Yeah.
group of Just
Well,
go
I
to
got
Hey,
it here.
my opinion about that sea scorpion?
Yeah.
Yeah, sea scorpion.
God. It says here, Eurypterides, or sea scorpions, are an extinct group of coleochaetes, arthropods related to horseshoe crabs, scorpions, spiders, mites, and ticks. Now it says here, it highlights specifically extinct. But then we just
But
scroll
there's
down,
a
in the very
picture.
first article here, we have from the archaeologist, Australia discovers a long extinct sea scorpion that can reach 2 meters in length. That's a
That
scorpion.
is it?
That's a, but that's a
Yeah.
normal scorpion. Where is this? Well, I guess
No,
it doesn't have
that's what it's supposed to be. Look at the claws on it though.
it looks like a lobster.
Yeah, it's like a lobster scorpion, but the tail on the one.
Oh my god.
There's a picture of a guy holding it and with the tail. I don't know if it shows it on here, but it was fucking creepy. Or maybe it was just like one of those photoshops. But
Well, let's see.
they
here.
said that apparently it is still
Oh, wow.
around.
Okay, that was not the same creature.
No, that's not a sea scorpion. That's
That
a
is a sea
freaking-
scorpion. That is a sea scorpion, Alice.
With the guy holding
they
it
don't
right
look
there.
like exact scorpions like this. This is a land scorpion. A sea scorpion
Yeah.
looks like this. Because that'd be better
Okay.
for under the water, like the whole like shell aqua dynamic. Yeah, here we go. Bizarre sea
Yeah,
scorpion.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. Yeah, because of the tail.
Yeah. No, they're called sea scorpions because they look like scorpions, not because they sting with their tails, but because of the characteristics.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
They
there's a lot
thought
of
they were
photos of
extinct,
these.
but apparently they're still around.
Well, I mean, remember what they said about the coelacanth, and then they just discovered it off of what, Indonesia or something? Like, and the coelacanth they believe was extinct.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, well,
Oh my
the thing is,
God.
like, we thought that giant sea squid were no longer around, but now, like, we
Look
know
at
that they are
the size
around.
of that thing. That's terrifying. Compared
Yeah,
to a
I can
human?
kill you in the ocean, man. If you're on the bottom of the sea, thank God we're not at the bottom of the sea because those are bottom sea dwellers. We
Yeah,
haven't
the
even,
deeper you
we haven't
go,
even-
the crazier this stuff gets.
Oh, yeah.
well, we haven't even discovered like what 10%, like maybe 10% of the ocean.
If that, yeah.
If that, like, if we looked at the entire seafloor, we would probably come across shit we would never even.
Dude, I want to see the footage of the underside of Lake Baikal. There are jellyfish in Lake Baikal that are so big, their microbiome is its own ecosystem,
What was
and
it
you can
called?
see it.
What
Yeah,
lake?
Give me one second.
Baikal. It's a lake in Russia.
Lake
And the
Baikal?
Soviets found out that it has a false bottom. Baikal.
One more time.
Baikal. Sorry, I'm
Baikal.
on my move right
Oh,
now.
wow.
Oh, guys, I'm gonna be jumping off. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you, Soen.
So
Have
is
a good
this this lake where like they sent an exploratory team and one person got snatched and they never found him again?
I think so, yeah, I think it's the same lake.
The false bottom, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
Lake Baikal is the
yeah.
oldest, deepest, and largest freshwater lake in the world. This is definitely
Yeah,
the same
it's
one.
bigger. It's like it's kind of like Lake Superior, but yeah, it's the like everyone thinks Lake Superior is the biggest one, but I believe it's this one.
Well,
Lake
no,
Superior
this
is
is a
like the
freshwater
third.
lake. So,
Well, Lake Superior is a freshwater lake.
So what was it? that I
It's the
just said?
largest lake in the United States for sure.
Hmm.
It's so cold though that you can't swim it with more than 5 minutes, otherwise you get hypothermia.
World's biggest lake is the Caspian Sea. Okay.
What?
Okay.
It's a sea though. Okay.
Well,
Thanks, Google.
I guess it's because it's inland. Like it's not actually directly
It's
connected to anything.
it's a landlocked thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
It says here
Well-
the Caspian Sea is the world's largest inland body of water, often described as the world's largest lake or a full-fledged sea. Okay. Cool.
No one ever said that to me before.
Well, I guess I'm the first.
I know of the Caspian Sea, I just thought it was a sea.
Every time I hear
Well-
Caspian Sea, I think of the Prince Caspian, Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, whatever that was, movie.
Oh, like the Chronicles of Narnia?
Yeah, Prince Caspian or something.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the Caspian Prince, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever that is.
whatever.
yeah.
But there's that. But anywho's, like, so apparently these things are, I guess, not extinct. I don't know, like, or they are, or they just
Well,
found like
no,
a
they're
like
not
an
because
older
they
fossil.
discovered it, so they're still around. You know.
So if anything, they're probably just endangered.
What is the
Yeah.
Caspian Sea saltwater?
I
Good
don't
question.
know. Let's check.
If it's saltwater, then it's a sea.
That was the wrong button. Hold on a second. I want the Wikipedia. There we go. Location, coordinates, type, ancient lake, endothermic, saline, permanent, natural. Saline, that sounds like salt.
So it's a saltwater. So it's like the salt. It's like Salt Lake City, the
Huh.
Salt Lake in Utah. So technically, it's a sea.
Yeah,
then.
I've wondered that. Well,
Yeah,
Lake Baikal has a saltwater brine false bottom.
You know
So
what? That's what we should do. We should send all the Mormons over there.
To the Caspian Sea. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Jesus over there.
Go let them live in like
And your
they
golden
need
what is
tablet.
that? Iran,
They
Turkmenistan,
need
Kazakhstan, and any of these other countries.
Imagine you come to the gay to your Mormon parents and they move away from you to the Caspian Sea.
To the Caspian Sea.
Well,
Oh my
I
God!
think,
No, there you go. Just go over to your Salt Lake over there. Yeah, that's a sea, dude. That's not. You
Yeah.
mean if it's freshwater? So yeah, the largest freshwater lake is technically in Russia. The second largest, I think, is in Africa, maybe, or it's Lake Superior.
well, it says here, I searched world's biggest lake. We have Caspian Sea, Lake Michigan, Superior, Lake Victoria, Huron, Michigan. Wait. Michigan
Are they
again.
going by Lake? How is Lake
Oh.
Michigan bigger than Superior?
Lake Michigan, Huron. And then there's Lake Michigan.
Lake Superior is bigger.
No, this is Lake Michigan, Huron, which is 45,300 square miles, and Lake Superior is 31,700 square miles. But Lake Michigan itself is 22,000. So, what is Lake Michigan? Because this is something else. Lake Michigan, Huron. Oh, I guess this is the whole thing.
You can't add Huron to it. You're going by the individual lakes. Huron. I mean, there is a.
Well,
They
no, it
made a
says right here.
passageway.
It says here, Lake Michigan Huron is the body of water combining both Lake Michigan and Lake Huron, which are joined through a 5-mile wide, 295-foot deep open water strait. So they're connected. So it's made of two lakes. So that's there we go. That's the problem right there.
Yeah, Lake Superior technically is the largest one.
It is bigger than Michigan, yes, by itself.
Yeah.
So
Hello.
all right. Well, I think that was a good time to wrap it up, unless anybody has anything else to talk about.
Because Minnesota's the bee's knees, and you can find some of the coolest agates up around Lake Superior too.
Ah, too bad you're from Wisconsin.
Shut the fudge up. You like how I said? Yeah, you like that? I said fudge.
Yeah.
Let's a frack up, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna frack your skull with a fidget spinner in your earlobe, and then it's gonna be your new gauge earring and your lower earlobe.
That sounds
kill
inconceivably
you.
childishly violent.
It won't
Like,
kill you. It's just like I'm piercing you with a fidget spinner, and people are just gonna spin your earring.
you know what? If you're gonna put a spinning thing in my ear, just like put a 12-inch like spinner from like a thing.
Oh, dude, you don't even want me to
you know?
say what I was gonna say. I'm gonna fidget spin my imaginary big. You know what?
Oh my god.
In your ear hole.
No, you're not. No, keep that away from me.
That could be your new mask to audition for Slipknot with.
Oh god, it's a long going joke, you know. We
Yeah.
Anyways, that should probably conclude the show from
Yeah,
crazy obscenities that we're
I
saying
think
now.
so.
Yeah.
Yes. Anywho, we are going to be doing, for anybody who is part of the OMNI Coalition, we're going to be doing a fun movie night tonight. So be cool, stay in school, don't do drugs, drive safe, and don't rape out there.
That will conclude the show for us and all of you. Let's see here. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may be interested, which includes all things Omni Coalition, which in itself includes, Soen's Twitch, Rhombusser's not Twitter, Rhombusser's YouTube,
The Romulan.
And Instagram.
More links are to come. We stream this show, this Kick Peanut, every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, which is 4 p.m.
It is 6
Mountain.
p.m. Eastern, and then, 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. between it.
Yeah, let's go on a line here so we don't confuse people, Alice. So it's 3 p.m. Pacific Time, which is 4 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Central, and
6 p.m. Eastern.
there you go. All right.
I know.
Yeah, just want to make things easier for people. Like, we don't want you to jump in unorganized mismatch of time zones. They're confusing enough. So, anyway, for all of you and all of us, Alice,
I am the lovely Alice of Pooh.
and I am Aoxander.
I am the Rombusser.
Are you sure you're not a Romulus?
I'm a Rombusser. I can assure you.
I'm MTM.
And we have Loki's friend here, and earlier we had Sohen for the majority of the show.
We did.
Yeah. Wasn't there another person in here as well? could have sworn there was somebody else. But anyway, until you guys catch us next week, or if you're interested in history, we have a history show. Try to stream that every day at 11 in the morning Pacific time. And we have a news show every Tuesday and Friday. Try to do that as much as I can at 3 in the afternoon Pacific time. Once again, it's 11 and 3, all for thee. So, yeah. Until next time you see us, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!
Thank you for coming to the Peanuts.